It don't come back. Me family them. The Creole Descendant Union Global don't come back with the annual family reunion, Ladida and Geda. And because COVID been tapping for go Canada, the family they don't tell say this time waiting for them put together, nothing no go put asunder. So Creole Global don't tell say this time it go be inside Dallas, Texas. Labor Day weekend from September 1 to September 3.
Friday, September 1. Now meet and greet. All this will start 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. All the chapters from different states in the United States of America, UK and I, Sierra Leone, and Canada. They are road safe for this.
And when we wake that Saturday morning, sharp 9 o'clock, we all they go to the Embassy Suites Hotel for the symposium and town hall meeting. 9 o'clock Saturday morning. And I did the bookman and they go talk about things we for carry the Creole culture before. That same afternoon day, we get Awujo and lunch on sale. All them good Creole eat. As for the yam yam, they all go there. And soon I know we, Creole man and the hunting business, live Creole culture performance, Gumbe Bodede. As for the net, now Embassy Suites Hotel, now they will all they go meet back from 7 o'clock Saturday morning. Then they na the dinner and dance. They will don't eat well full with the dance Saturday morning.
Ticket for the dinner, they say regular na $100. Bronze na $200. Gold na $300. And you want to make a bar, you go pay $500 for the platinum.
Forget the ticket, so we go put the name of the people and where they get you center. We go able to help you forget your ticket safe, ready for make yourself go better that even same day.
After we don't enjoy ourselves Saturday, Sunday, we go get that for tell God thank you. The Muslim prayer go take place at the Embassy Suite from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. In Otapio, the Christian themselves go gather for tell God thank you for what you don't do for them all this year. And this will take place now the Frisco First United Methodist Church.
After the church, we go get picnic and tata. Inside there, we go get Pono, we don't forget the banana, we go get our back next year. Before we start our Oti, Yaya, music, go there for make we lose body before we hold road.
So now for book your hotel 110, and for do that, now Embassy Suites by Hilton, Dallas Frisco Hotel, 7600 John Q. Hammond Drive, Frisco, Texas, 75034. And you want to travel by plane, then get motorcar, we will take you from the airport to the hotel for $40. But if you want them for carry you go now all the events then say you done the weekend now $80. So me family them Labor Day weekend when on September 1 to September 3 we inside Dallas, Texas at KU, Texas. They host the KU Global Family Reunion. Now thing will be because all the chapter them all over the world go day for giant together under the Creole culture.
You go coloso, you go coloso. Are you man so tell you go coloso? You go coloso, you go coloso. Are you man so tell you go coloso?
Waiting to drink colato.
family. This na the second term wey dem dey gather for celebrate and tell God thank you as Creole people dem. Na Edmonton, Alberta, na Canada. The Creole Descendants Union of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada chapter dey come with the second anniversary weekend wey dey start July 28 wey na Friday to July 30 wey na Sunday 2023.
Because the KD Edmonton, now people that want to joke with God, they don't want to make this weekend done, they not tell God thank you. So then get the interfaith services. The first one will be Friday, where they all go together. Now the Al Rashid Mosque, that now the Akukro Muslim prayer. 1:00 p.m. The address now 13070 113 Street, TSE 588.
Saturday na the time wey dem go gather for enjoy themselves, dance and eat dem Creole eat dem wey go make dem member inside dem comot. That na the 29th. Dem get dinner and dance wey go take place na the Sierra Leone Community Multipurpose Center. The address na 17218 107 Avenue. The time na 7 p.m. The ticket na $30.
Then Sunday, then go get her back for go tell God thank you. The Christian way. And the Thanksgiving service go take place now the Trinity Christian Reformed Church of Edmonton. The address now 13427 57 Street, Northwest. That go happen 3:00. No forget to now so they want for tell God thank you.
So no forget, now the KDU Edmonton Alberta chapter Creole Descendants Union, they come with the celebration weekend with the 2 interfaith service Friday and Sunday. And Saturday, then go get the dinner and dance now the Sierra Leone Community Multipurpose Center. The address now 17218 107 Avenue and then at 7:00. The ticket then at $30. There's a bit more. So you ready yourself for make you go birthday and enjoy with them as then they enjoy the weekend. And not forget for join them for pray the Christian and Muslim way. Now the order to fumble them. A gladdy we wanna join with today. Mina Morenike and at the KDU North Carolina. We production team day, we guest day, we other co-hosts themselves day. I'm glad you wanna join we. Today program is full with plenty information where we all go get for laugh, we go get for cry, we go get for it go build with faith. And before we continue, I want to introduce my co-host to you. Bragoni, you did it?
Adea. Auntie Morgan Adea.
Ronnie, how you do out this Saturday?
No, but the Saturday they are the okele. Now they wait for.
Now they wait for.
No, yeah, so.
What thing you plan for it with Lily Okele? What kind of soup una get?
When today no cause soup now see
Okay.
the mommy in the make na the kitchen dey, so I don't smell a big pit.
It go easy, so it go just slide go down.
Exactly.
It's all the creature the way they pan.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I see the cowbell.
Yeah, Bobo.
I tell you.
Well, and that then I'm good for okra soup. But anyway, me not eat yet, so I'm angry. So low left for talk about eat, it make her angry more. But I don't ready for talk to we guest when we get today.
Mm-hmm.
You see Theo, Theo there around?
Yeah, I think because I mean then I would, but we come and go final way for go pula.
Okay.
But not me easy, but we tell God thank you. To
Okay,
make
well,
them get for the farm. Now food's not more them in Thai bag. So,
okay. Well,
but
let we bring and come. Let's have can say quick ado to fumble them. Bratio, you did it? This one turn and all and back.
I know that man, no day.
Okay. Well, we before we continue, I just want for make fumble them no say. KDU Edmonton, I just want to remind them KDU Edmonton then get the business where they come up the end of this month. And hopefully sometimes somebody will drop in today for tell we more but the business where they plan for do the end of this month. And I know say now Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and are the same with Ohio. But then don't see the commercial, we go get for play the commercial back later on, the jingle later on. Fumble them on our way they watch, do ya? Una feel free for post on a comments them. If una get question them, una do them na the chat. We go make sure say we give them as time they go. Yeah. And una not forget we email address na in the show so na yardroad2023@gmail.com. Una can email we anytime. If una want for let we do jingle for una, we go do them. If una get wedding, we una want for advertise, we go do them. Una get congratulatory messages they una want for do, all we they do them. If una get obituary safe, una just reach out to we they do them for una. Una don't see we email address, and also if una go na the global Facebook page, una go na myself your Facebook page, all the information then go there for una. But Ronnie, let we know talk plenty about this. Me, I don't already follow bring go guest come.
yes, no, but I just want to fumble no because before fumbling, they ask question why won't you wear ask today, why won't you wear this, you know, wear dress the way. So let's answer that question. You want to easy. When me family, I wear shorts and soon I know me na crew boy. I wear me Masonic hat today because me lodge get family cookout. Every year I can get family cookout, not for Union Lodge, na Randolph, Massachusetts. So now after the program, now there they go. So but no one miss sooner because you know say una they make who they all go fine and correct for the day. So as I go can I go there today. So now I make you say address little bit that different kind way they went to now no they follow now we go for the deal with the bricks, you know, we dey lay the bricks ground. So now go and see more. Yes.
Well, only you do well, oh. Even though you get business, but you still come for make family and see your face, let them hear your voice, and we serve your special guest today for making self to you. You do well. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I should say the guest self go appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And we thank you for that.
Anytime.
I'm all ready for bring this guest come.
Mr. Ferry, because I tell everybody this guest.
I don't know plenty about but a few things I know about I know say in Lucia. I know say he married in a Mrs. Kofi Williams. I know say he in Canada. I know say he write book. I know say na Sierra Leonean like a myself. And I know say na Uma we fine. But listen, oh, a girl where they sing.
It is sing.
It is sing.
Now make it sabi smile so.
If that they sing that your son, they rise na you head. That's the sing like an angel. Wow. With the bring and come now, let people.
But not bring and Cambodia. Before we let them watch it, why they smile? Una put you na for see they smile.
Yes, girl. You see the smile when we they talk about? Oh, that lovely smile. Miss Lucia,
Coffee smile.
Family on Kusha.
How you do? Lucia?
No bad. They're going to well, the Saturday they're looking good.
You don't cook the fufu done?
No, the fufu not cook it.
You know, okay.
We get interruption in plans.
Okay. Well, hey, as long as still there for eat, feed the man, feed the man.
It don't feel full.
Oh, well, there you go. Don't take your business. You don't take care of business.
Coffee don't please the wood. Coffee don't please the wood.
They don't please the wood, yes. They don't turn the fufu.
Yes, he don't turn the fufu. In fact, he show herself the heart.
Oh, bless your heart. Tell her us for real, yeah. But we're glad for where you can join with today.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
And Ronnie, na the woman distributor say write this book, and I don't buy the book and I don't read them.
Wow.
But we get boku. Me get boku question them for them. And it already for answer all them question then they. But before we go inside all of that, I want to ask Miss Lucia, who's putting a free tongue you come out?
This is a very good question. I grew up in Congo Cross.
Okay. All right. And what school you go? Naton.
I go international for primary school. I go convent, so me not conventonian.
Okay.
Yes.
You can anyway tiok in the Ibre Afaf.
Akiyeri. We no go answer her.
Convent woman be don't crab am once before.
Mommy delete it really well, so I no go answer her.
Good for you. Good answer. Good answer. And of course, I believe say you come out in a Christian home.
Yes,
that's correct, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now from there, then don't begin. You faith in God, don't begin establish, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, but you school days then back when you made go school, you be ever no say you go write book?
Nope.
No. You're not posting what's gonna be your favorite subject in a school?
Chemistry and math actually.
Okay.
I be also like for read a lot. So some people been feel say yes, this is not something way I would do, but I'll not be like for right at all.
You not be like for right.
Yeah.
Okay, but you
with
like
math, you know the right. Chemistry, all in a short time. So
well, that's good. So what's in you say you be like for read. So who not be your favorite author?
We start. I think Unmarried Mills and Moons.
Of course.
I think I read a lot of Black American authors. I read Wole Soyinka in books. I read some South African books as well. So I think a bit more eclectic. So different genres. Them.
Okay. Well, that's good for now. Ronnie, you get any questions so far, or you want to make a continue?
No, continue. Me, I just enjoy this smile no more.
Okay. Miss Lucia, since
Yes,
you
sir.
say you be like chemistry, this, that, and all, so you may don't know say you then at the science field, the medical field, all that day, nothing where you mean a plan for do when you go up?
Yes. In fact, I get one picture where I be old 2 years old, and I get a syringe Namian.
Oh,
Yeah.
how about that? So okay, you know anything that tell me about you? You're not person very caring. You care
I
for
guess so.
others them. So yes, because
So
if
we
you
plan for the choke people and for give injection.
I actually enjoy that too.
well, that's another way for Siam. For when 2 years now, I don't begin plan for choke people them. But anyway, it took them because you want to treat them for making them well. So now the good part of that. Okay. And at what time you realize say who say you come America? How long you been the tongue? Who say you come abroad?
I left way about 18 going to 19 years. So basically for for university. So I left after all the revo and everything be done.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then your current husband, Kofi, now from back then when I don't begin date or now you meet him.
No, not Canada I meet him. So I go university in America, but and eventually I relocate here, but not Canada I can meet him.
The Canada one, okay.
Coincidentally.
Okay. Because I be want ask you say if not tongue on a meet, when me they go be at so you have one how we me the whistle.
Oh no. They don't come make you go back to me. Me granny be always a student the pass that the compound.
Oh, really? Oh
You
my
know for
God.
pass that gate.
Enough for all, enough for able.
You know
Okay.
for able pass that gate.
Mhm. But now also you know, I know say okay, now also una meet, but you not be no farm or anything back home, right?
Not at all.
Nah, but
Not
inside
at
Canada
all.
una meet.
Mm-hmm.
But tell me how una meet. Me abiza body oh, now make I how una
Well,
meet.
this story, but people can take ownership of this story.
Okay.
So basically, when I moved here for base as I'm in the work, then I moved to Toronto for school, for go back to school. So I moved. I've been there with the Stevens them. I can visit the Stevens them, and then coincidentally, because of the singing, then draw me into Pawan Band, as I can know Theo them, and Mr. Kofi Bidin at Pawan Band.
Mm-hmm.
So now they we meet.
So now from there it begin look you give you konaya, you say begin give and konaya.
No, na I look on I.
Now begin give you konaya. Okay,
Yes.
that's good. And so how long gonna date before una finally
I
marry?
think
Because Kofi, hi Chapo.
I know, right? Mm.
maybe 4 years.
Oh, now that's for 4 years. Okay.
Yes,
Then
yes,
I end up for married.
yes.
Well, that's good. Make I ask you, but now don't forget about Kofi. I come back to you. Tell me, you get siblings, them, brother, sister, them.
I get a sibling,
You
a
get
brother,
okay.
younger brother, about a
It
year and a half
they ya
younger.
or they tongue.
No, it did tongue. We two been there together in America, but we go back.
They go back. Okay. What
Yes.
about your parents? Your mommy? I know say you talk about your mommy a lot in the book.
Right. Me mommy and daddy they tongue.
Then they tongue. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And from the what I reading at the book, you very close with your mama.
Yes, yes.
And that
I close with me, daddy too. Actually, I'm a daddy's girl, so
oh well,
they,
okay.
yeah,
That,
I'm actually a daddy's girl. But
that is,
yeah, I close with me, mommy. We feel
but
bad.
that's
Me
what
mommy tag me in her sister, so
oh that's good. Like you said daddy and then girl picking.
yeah.
Naina the
Me
last Lastina.
Eh?
Naina the Lastina.
No, I mean the big one.
Ah well, Papa spoiler.
I know, right?
I
Daddy.
wonder when Papa no get a name safe.
So like so what are they name you after?
They name me after me granny on me, the maternal side. The
On the
maternal
maternal
side,
side.
yeah. But my brother name after me daddy.
Okay, okay. Huh, that's fair. So now I don't buy the book, I don't read the book. For the family them where they listen, the name of Lucia in book now, our miracle baby, dare to believe.
Yeah, show me
Our
the book.
nine then at the nine
Nine
background
at
show.
the background, so
Our Miracle Baby, Dare to Believe by Lucia Williams. It a Kindle. On I can go on Amazon and get them. Easy for get. On I can buy the book itself, or on I can buy them. On I can get them a Kindle. However, on I want them. Then Lucia, I believe say you go there na Texas this year, right? For the one they will want for
yes.
buy the book so you can autograph them. All that will happen at Texas this year. Not so.
Yes, yes. That's true.
I will make sure say I remind family them back for the one they will go Texas. We go need your autograph as well.
Okay, okay.
So let we come to this book. So you don't married and of course when our honeymoon do, honeymoon day, honeymoon done, the next thing where people like in they try for now forget a baby. Just before we go inside there, tell me about your job, your profession.
So I get a few hats actually. My first degree is a dietitian, so registered dietitian.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go into public health, and me sec other degree when that's how I come into Toronto and end up to meet Mr. Williams, a physician assistant.
Okay.
So a PA. So
Yes.
now yeah, a PA.
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. We still get an aya so.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any particular specialty or just regular
Family
PA?
family practice.
Family practice? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's I ask that because I be one of the question that when we get, why somebody
Okay.
read the book. Okay, so now you don't married and giving you profession where you day in, so you they try, of course, when I they try forget baby.
Yes.
Tell me what it feel like after waiting 1 year, try forget baby. At that point, waiting I be you, waiting it feel like for you.
So I don't think say we be actually feel anything. It's not like we may get a timeline for say by this time we for don't get speaking pauper. Honestly, I don't think say at that time in I mean an issue or even it crossed my mind.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
And I guess personality wise, I love children, but that moment I always say, hey, right now, one thing, I want speaking now. If I don't get remarried, next thing picking. So I
okay,
think making not cross my mind.
okay. So you know
Mm-hmm.
been there at the forefront now on planning whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
Auntie already, I want come inside for a little bit. Auntie,
sure.
see how she don't
Yes.
smile while they talk.
Here we go. Another question. Ask.
Why tell me check you will come and until you know from the starting I mean don't talk and say we get some side again. You carry on at the talk so me na mad dey shame. I don't want for no too much how them in the prepare me. So that way they only because that kind way they so coffee prepare, you know what I mean? Jeez, it make I not scared.
That's
So
okay.
I want for take a break like boom lafia.
All
You
right, that's
understand?
fine.
Then I go by God in power, I go soon fumble the next week. And
All
I
right.
tell me the Lord get family day today. So I dey go there
Yes,
at
you did.
least I left the beautiful smile Laguna and then beautiful women there.
Okay, we go handle them. You go no more. Enjoy for we.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Una tata family. Bye bye next week.
Bye.
Bye.
So,
Imagine don't run
listen, so
away.
then don't run away. I know. This topic stronger for them. So
I
let
know.
them go. We can handle them. We can handle them. So also we been there. So we they talk about picking not to be forefront now on
For the
a
first, yeah, within
agenda
the first year.
first year. Okay. So at what point you feel to say, okay, well, at this point we want to begin grow with family? At what point in the marriage? After 1 year, after 2 year? How that come across? How that come by?
Well, I think by the second year, then me begin think, oh, nothing not happen yet, right? So, like I've been saying, we're not being a timeline, and it's not like we will prevent it from happening. So if it be happen, it happen. If not, we not be say, okay, in 2 years, we could actually actively begin try. But by year two, after you don't actively they try, you realize something wrong. So I think that attended me medical heart click for say okay something to go on.
Okay.
Hmm.
So at that point, today you straight away talk to your husband about, well, I may call her your husband, Kofi, because I like the order. So you straight away talk to Kofi about this, or you wait first for try 2, 3 more and see what happen. How that happen?
No, we two always can dey talk, and I
Okay.
think at that point we two just come together and say, oh well, this time don't pass and nothing not happen. What you will do? What you will for do something or will not for do something? Or I mean, because just just because it's not only 2 years, I find that they get problem for talking for interview. I don't know. I say I talk all the time. Me brain
I know, right?
but just because it not necessarily means say by year two if you don't get pauper, right? But at that point, we two come together for then decide, okay, waiting we want for do now that we don't realize this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, you know, woman, we're very lucky. You know why I say that? Plenty man them, plenty husband them. Straight away, when you bring that up to them, either they run away or they begin blame you, because now that's now the most common results where they get from plenty. Not so they all low, but plenty demand them. They can never agree say anything they on their side, or but now you the woman first then go blame, or then begin keep them distance away from you. But you're not very lucky woman. You're able to talk to your man about that, then on agree for do something at that point today. So tell me how. I'm not gonna say tell me how the conversation go, but tell we when una talk about that, we two una agree for do what's in the next step. We una to agree for do together.
Yes. Well, I mean, you rightly so. I'm glad you for the possible God give me. Um, so we two agree for as well. I think at the end of the day, left the decision to me. He said we agree on the options that we'll get. So me know the medical options and what we can do medically or not do. And then he say, I agree with you. So we two been there in agreement and then decide say, well, in the as we dey wait in faith, because that's the other thing, we too not Christians, so and we believers, so we believe say God can do what he say he go do, but we also believe say we can go and medically seek the help when we need, do the physical, do the checkups we need for be done. Yeah,
Okay.
so we too agree.
Okay. And tell God thank you him coffee na the kind person where be, me get for the gamma. For go down there with you for physical and all that.
That's very true. Then he say you they married you, Papa. So I tell God thank
Ah,
you. In a sense, he also gets some characters like me, Papa.
thank you,
So
Papa.
it make it easy.
God good, oh mama. God
Yeah,
good.
it's very true.
Okay. So in other words, Kofi been there on board for medical treatment. Now Tiwana decide together.
Mm-hmm.
So now this big word, infertility.
Mm-hmm.
I want for make you break and down for we and fumble them where they listen and not they I dey ask am for make it break this down for we, because myself learn, so I know it's in a infertility, but I that one general thing where we all know about infertility. When I say infertility, the first thing where they can you mind now we all know. But Lucia break and down for we in book. So I want for make it break and down for we and tell we about the infertility and the different type with thing the way they cause infertility. Miss
Okay.
Lucia, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. So I just want to say I not been planned for become the I don't know the palamp. Now so you go say for infertility, but at the same time I think that's something we all man need for talk about, address the elephant in the room. And so hence Adea and publish the book and they go different places for talk about and also just salon people, African people, they go through this. So basically if you want to start from statistic, when you go back to Africa, so throughout the continent, from 5 to about 30% of women or male, they experience infertility. So I'll break down what infertility exactly is. I just want to get the stats real quick. And then in Canada, 1 in 6 Canadian will experience infertility, and in America, 1 in 5. So for North America, so you can see the numbers, right? Now something significant. So infertility of itself essentially mean that you and your spouse don't they try for get picking them, and up to 6 months, nothing not happen yet. But for breaking down further, you get primary infertility and then you have secondary infertility. So primary infertility basically means say una don dey try, keep trying, and nothing not happen at all. And then secondary infertility means you actually been done born picking, and then una dey try for born more, and it takes longer. It don't take a year going on, and nothing not dey happen. Now, there are many, 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 many causes of infertility. I think this is now one of the reasons why also I become passionate about it, because some of them very simple. It's very simple. So yes, me faith, they carry me, but we also, say sometimes we can get into that thing. Oh yes, God go do God can do and God can do but we therefore be conscious of the fact that God give you wisdom for use. So some man will go check up because he say I no believe say I for go do check up. I left out thinking God. Then you end up the die of something very simple, way not necessary. So the simple things such as weight. So you weight someone way overweight, or then as you they term it also obese, can affect getting pregnant. You diet, they affect how you get pregnant. So if they eat just putting all kinds of things in your body, then they affect it. They affect your hormones. It evidently go affect your weight. Then there are other things where it might be a hormonal issue. So when you go through fertility treatment, then they run through the list with you, for deal with for help know waiting for deal with. Something as simple as something where black women getting a lot in general, fibroids. People are where they get very heavy menstrual periods, and then they get significant pain. Some we tend to have fibroids, and the fibroids they affect the uterus as well. You get something as simple as your thyroid. With thyroid, they do so many things. There are different types of thyroid disease, but one of the ones we can affect is hypothyroidism. So it make all things slow, basically. One of the other things that way you find a lot with black women in general is PCOS, with polycystic ovarian syndrome. So you they see the individual get a lot of weight on central. They get a lot of facial hair. They try for lose weight, in not even able lose weight. It's one of the reasons why it might not able lose weight. It can get a lot of cysts on the ovaries. So on the woman side, that are some of the things. Diabetes also now another thing, right? Because we take a lot of things for granted. The way God make we body, one thing where we don't um research, they actually do so many other things that the body where we don't know it. So for example, insulin gets so many functions. um then I want to come to the male, because also and also the woman, right?
Yeah.
A lot historically, even if historically they don't blame that woman no more than they
Woman.
blame,
Exactly.
right? But the male, so all the things that I don't talk, for example, the diet, so lifestyle also they affect the male. Diabetes, they cause erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction, there's so many different. It might not be able for produce enough sperm, or the sperm not get enough energy, not get enough nutrients. So waiting the man they put inside him body also they affect the sperm quality
Where they come out.
where they come out. So many more day, but those are some of the things. And we don't do the medicine don't get to a place where there are a lot of things we can't be treated. It's just that
Yes,
simple.
that's right. That's right. So for the family where they watch from salon, or Africa or wheresoever then they, the one that we know they na the diaspora. Now that all time they can they blame woman them. Now that party that be one for making a year. Now make us say talk about the different infertility causes. Man themselves, this can affect them. So hopefully as we they go on, more thing than they will then go learn, where they go take away from this interview. And one other thing what I want for say, and I don't talk before, your husband in support with all this now 100%. In fact, I would say 101%. And that we tell God thank you for. I hope say other husbands the way they listen, other couple the way they listen, the man themselves go understand who side will they come off from, waiting will they say. And God will talk to them, God will touch their heart, let themselves go for medical checkup together, the couple them together. So now when they talk about IUI, when at the intrauterine
Insemination.
insemination, and then you talk about the in vitro fertilization. Before we go that, tell me about when you first appointment you wanna make. How that go? How you feel? How you feel? Take me through that process today.
So they always recommend the couple actually go together for that first appointment. Versus just the woman come or then the man come. There are times when that the woman normally go or that the man normally go. But the first appointment, for be honest, I've been no waiting for expect because of being medical professional and know waiting then they look for, and I've been done kind of prep Mr. Williams say now so. But I think at the same time, so now yeah, now one of the reasons why and end up writing the book is because even though I know, I mean, they can say doctor are not for treating self or treating family.
Yeah.
Even though I know, I not always day in that mindset. They think about medicine all the time. So when we go, the first thing we then do, then give we longer form there for feel all sorts of questions that we have no then go ask. But I think when I look, I'm like, wow, really? Did they need to know all of this? But like very detailed because there were no all down to the on they have intercourse, how many times they have intercourse, and so on and so forth. Then of course the medical aspect, they're all then question and they where you normally get we go to doctor's office. But it was very, very comprehensive. So I think I've been taken aback a little bit, and also the reality of, oh yes, we actually did do this. But then they ask we more or less now consult. So they ask a lot of questions and then say, well, we'll do run these tests, go do all them tests and then I come back.
Okay. Fumble them where they listen. Do ya are they encourage you if you get question them, what una want for ask Miss Lucia, una put on the chat. We will make sure say we answer all una question them by the time with this program they done. Yeah.
May nobody not afraid.
Exactly. Una not afraid or una ask. Because if you not ask, you not gonna know.
You not gonna know.
And when you ask, if not something where we don't know self, we go find the answer for una. So do your own ask. We all the land together. Yeah. Do your own ask. So Miss Lucia, somebody say Kenny just posting a great topic what they talk about. So thank you so much, Kenny, for waiting. You say we like that. Miss Lucia, come back to that day, that appointment day we wanna get. After I don't answer all them boku question and they well, then can say one person where forever ever lie to your doctor.
Well,
so if you lie to anybody,
people that they lie boku, and I can know say that they lie when they talk to me.
But they not ever lie to your doctor because your doctor they help you. So after I don't answer all them plenty question in there, and I should say if not me, I not say me anal go the sweat, me foot all the sweat, me neck I go the sweat leg. But after I don't answer as best as truthful as I can, okay. then and tell una for go do all them different tests, blah 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 blah. Then una schedule the next appointment, or una actually see somebody that day. How we go?
Well, we see the doctor, and then we end up you after the doctor. So it's literally step by step. After the doctor, you to go see a nurse, and then gets a consultant where they can talk to you about the options them that might where not get coverage. So if you not get insurance, so for I guess for Canada we get universal, but at the same time, some of the procedures still not covered. So they will come and say, now this and this and this you might
Out of
have to
pocket.
do, and so coverage. So we end up this set up appointment with the nurse for coming, because they want me you do all thing at the clinic. So it's not like you to go back to your doctor for go do your blood tests or ultrasound or whatever.
Okay.
They want everything done at the
In
clinic.
house.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that helps some than go back and forth, go here, go yonder, go yonder. So
Yeah.
everything was done in house,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. So the next appointment, I mean, like the next week, the next month, how that go?
I mean, within the week, so blood tests, they run a whole batch of blood tests. And then for the female, now then go do ultrasound. So the ultrasound, the first simple ultrasound, just for check for like things like what they say, fibroids,
Fibroids.
any cysts in the ovary or anything else, such as endometriosis, which is also
Oh yeah.
significant.
Oh yeah. Okay. At any point in that stage, they wanna been decide say, this too much. We know they go back. They will just go continue for try. That been come up at any point.
No, but I think with situation also kind of unique, because I know it's in for expect to an
Okay.
extent, right? It kind of unique, so I know. And so I think Mr. Williams just say follow me lead.
Okay.
And I not look and say we don't make the decision for Duam, so we might as well go through
Go through.
go through to the point where we go then decide, say, okay, this enough, or no, keep going.
At this point, people them where when I get you background, medical background, just normal waiting say a couple where they don't come up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting, you can advise them from here. Say let them hang in there, or financially, if you can't able do no bother. What you can advise them at this point? Remember that somebody will not get
Right.
non-medical background. Let's say people in a salon. What you can advise them couple in the at this point?
So typically, with Tago Tenki, Usai we day for the healthcare services what they get. How we work, how it work is where you patient that patient they go down, they talk to in your family doctor, in general practitioner. So when you don't think about the fact that, well, I not on the see any fruit. We don't try for 3 months of excuse me, 6 months, whatever it is. So then we'll come back to you and say, so most times as the PA, they go ask me, we don't need try for 3 months. We don't know what in the happen. Everything okay? I need for do any tests. At that point, we cancel. If we need for check, we need for look them background history. If anything, they go on. But then when you get to that point where either they say go to a fertility clinic, or the person go say, because it's more widely known now, salon at this point now, this is where we get the education for, say, to a certain point you need for go to the fertility doctor. So, and yes, I find that when you don't go to the fertility doctor, and as in they do whatever then they decide for do, sometimes the patient can come back to their family doctor or GP for, say, uh, should we continue, or something not look they work, and then that doctor they go get for cancel them, say no, now so it's supposed for do, or now so it's supposed for be, now then test that and supposed for do, just wanna continue.
Okay.
So yeah, but if evidently up to the couple, although not so just couples, then they go. People then they go fertility clinic for many reasons. Some are nine one they go, they want freezing egg or do things. So there's many reasons.
Okay. Miss Essie, Essie just asked a question. He say, I'm so sorry I joined late. Miss Lucia, I know fibroids can't affect pregnancy, but does it affect conception?
It can, because depending on the size of fibroid, or so if you get one small fibroid and not a problem, right? It not can be much of an issue. But if you get multiple fibroids, so if you think about it, when you get pregnant for conception, that egg, fertilized egg, get for implants, get for sit implants at the uterus. So if fibroid they take up the space, then that's a problem. Or if you get huge, some man get very huge, big fibroids, then they compete. Basically, then they compete and they compete. So once the baby they grow, it can affect the baby too. A lot of times, sometimes that affects, and the baby might not be able to grow
So
properly.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay. So come back to what me they say before that question they come in. You say some people them can go back to them doctor and say, look, na so. That be ever happen to Una? Una be ever go back to Una doctor with any
No,
concerns? No? Okay.
no.
So Una stick with waiting when they go on. Mr. David say very educative conversation to our community. Absolutely needed. Indeed, we need this. We need this. And I just ask one question. You know if any fertility clinic this salon? Any sign of salon, not necessarily inside Freetown, you know?
I don't know, but I think somebody did where just recently, I think Dr. Bull, my last name, where they either then they try for, or they actually don't start like a virtual consult.
Okay.
And I believe say then get one place. I believe so. Mr. Recently actually now they do the research, and I believe say then get one place where them start, and then this gentleman where they overseas they work with some people for also do virtual care.
Okay. If you get that information there, after the show done, send them to we so we can put them when next time when they come on, we can put them for people and for see. And I will make
Okay.
sure say then at the Facebook page as well.
Okay, definitely.
So let me come back to you. So okay, come back to you. I'm missing another question they come in. So una they go this treatment. Tell me about on the second term when una go. How that work? Waiting they expect una for do. Waiting una do. Now the second term una go.
So pretty much after you don't do the first or the second trip, um the more majority of the one that they come up might be similar. I think I write that the book say you almost feel like na factory you day.
I remember why I read that. I laugh.
So because then they start with the very simple things such as ovulation calculation. So for calculate your ovulation period. So you get for go for ultrasound a certain number of times when they monitor when the ovary they release the egg, if the egg they move count down, how many eggs you they produce, if both sides they produce eggs, all of them thing in this. So it's almost, and then you get for to do blood work for when they monitor your hormone levels, right? So because then it change as you get to your period or as you get to pregnancy, the levels change. So basically, from the second appointment, which is just for review the blood work. So we review the blood work, the all the tests that them don't send me for, and the doctor say, well, for in we own case, the doctor say, not see much of an issue, go like for do some tweaking, and then we start say, well, we'll start with the ovulation calculation because again, all man different, all my health different. At that point in time, for we were healthy, thank God. So we start with that, and from that now on, be clockwork. You get
Okay.
for day why you can't miss that day. You get for go for that particular day for ultrasound, that particular day for blood work.
Of course. For the camera, once for no, it say, what should we the men do to boost our sperm count?
So the first thing I will say, I think Oman can always hear this when can ask medical people and is ask you family doctor or you general practitioner. And the main reason is because they know you, then get you health history. But in general, this is where it's not just even being the medical side, but this not the nutrition side, is your nutrition. Is you therefore make sure say you have a very sound, healthy diet. That alone helps because if not, then you know they get all the nutrients for help for boost. So there's so many nutrients that we require. But if all you eat is junk food, that not a help. And then sedentary lifestyle is so simple. It's
Yeah.
very simple. You therefore be active. Otherwise, a lot of things sort of happen. So the I would say start with the lifestyle and your nutrition.
Okay. Um, Leo, on this interview, where they go back and forth, where they go back and
Oh,
forth.
sorry, I must say I know they promote, but there's just so many other things where we know of or other places know of when they use when are just simple food for boost, so such as cola, nuts, and so on. So, but
Okay.
again, you also got to know what you take.
Of course. Of course. So let's take one step backwards. This na advice where I should say you self go agree with, especially with brother them, with sister them, where they say when you know better, you're supposed to do better. We will not
Maya
come
Angelou.
exactly. We will not come na the diaspora. It's very important for let we get a primary care physician. Not of our work the money no more and spend them per house and motorcar and clothes and we health. We need for get a doctor. When I will they go to. Some man then they work, they get insurance, but they know they use them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then 6 years down the road, something wrong, now the time all my one begin rush and waiting say. When
Mm-hmm.
you get that insurance, use them. All you get for pay now you co-pay, especially inside America. You co-pay and you deductible. Not also, or you co-insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Mm-hmm.
also, Miss Lucia.
Yes, exactly. So be proactive than wait for everything to happen. I think
Exactly.
it's a mentality thing we will
It
need to
is.
get away from.
It is. It is. So let me come back to you. Okay, so now don't go 2, 3 appointments them. Abizabodio. So I get for ask this. After the third appointment, the fourth appointment, when una go home, una they talk, you and your man, you and Kofi, una they talk. At any point you say, Bo, I tired. This one green body. All time go, then go poke me, this, that. That's ever happened? That conversation they ever come up? Where me don't make him fed up?
I think this on the other side of we kind of joke about it. We kind of make fun. So I don't think we ever reached that point today, but at the same time, the because of me work, also had a walk. I walk very far. I think for me personally, that's where it become a bit tiring because I mean, get for the make sure say I make the appointments there as well as the go work. Yes, you can take time off work, but every 2 3 days you get for the take time off work, and me line of work it's not that easy. So I think I did drive over an hour for work. So I think and also I've been day go for the appointments them was about that far as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And when I read the book, now I realize you're not person waking on.
Yes.
That's very, very. I mean, I was like, what? You know, say they run too, and I wish me can run. I'm not able. Not
I'll pick that
able.
up later and be like, "Me papa me dey run no.
Okay,
Me papa
that
me
is
do high jump. At one point, I saw me granny say, oh, I don't know, he been get record na Prince of Wales,
oh, that's not you, Papa.
Mr. Felix Rhodes.
Felix Rhodes. Okay. I know the name no sound familiar, but for that, if it's an apostle in sports, I know say Boko people then go know Miss Katovia Williams say, great topic, not only for women, but for men as well, because we are all in this together. Well done, ladies. Thank you, Miss Williams. And do ya wanna share, wanna invite other people, let them say come and watch this. We all they learn something from this program today. So if it's coca say me fumble them na yard road on a kushe and thank you for the walkway on a they do. KDU Florida, love on all. Miss Yvette Coca, we love you too. We love you. We love on all na KDU Florida. We love on a share and invite people them. Let them come and watch. Miss Lucia.
I feel so we're just getting started.
We're just getting started. Exactly. We're just getting started. Like, come back to me. Okay. Yeah, we're just getting started. So tell me now, we don't talk about we don't talk about the we don't you don't talk about the the IUI and the IVF. We talk about IVF, right? No, we're not reaching
No,
it.
actually, we not reached it.
Okay. Now tell me the difference between tell me what's in at the IUI.
So the IUI, intrauterine insemination, basically, then they take the sperm of the male, concentrate them, and then simply the simplest form is simply inject them into the uterus so that it almost like they help the sperm for get there,
Oh, sure.
give them
Yes.
a better chance, because at the end of the day you need one sperm. Now one sperm only you need for fertilize, right? So that's that one. I can just give you the
Why?
difference.
Well, let's ask one question, but then the
Okay.
first. Why then they concentrate time? Why? Because when a natural, nothing they concentrate, at the sperm they go.
Well, they more or less not then more or less they wash out some fluid when not necessary,
Okay.
so that it's concentrated.
Okay.
And as basically the more you get, the more the chance, right? The higher
Okay.
the chance. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So like that. Okay. Now tell me what's in at the IVF.
So
The in
in
vitro.
vitro, yeah, the in vitro fertilization, I think now we know all over the place people do it. Essentially then they fertilize the egg, they harvest them, and then fertilize them outside of the uterus, and then once you get a viable embryo, then the implant standing, because some people, it's not that they can't get pregnant, they'll get pregnant but the womb might not be able for hold the baby, and so they get multiple miscarriages, and so they might do that for help for do implantation.
For some of we not go through that. When you the talk and so when you hear them big water there, so IUI, IVF, it sound painful. Now anything we painful, now anything we for afraid, or now anything we for brace we mind for. Tell family them we want for know.
Well, I think not another way they go na your body where might not cause pain. You took yourself. What they so as a kid, took me needle took me, it painful. So can you imagine where they go all the way up?
Yeah.
So but it really is not that painful. You get cramps, and then they prep you ahead of time saying a so for B, and then will even actually encourage you for take something for pain, whether not Tylenol or Advil or ibuprofen, so that it help. But not really it's not as painful. Now, having said that, all woman and different. So the fact some people, like before I may say, if then they get painful periods or heavy periods, some might get more cramps than others. But at the end of the day, it not supposed for last very long. Uh, because in Nasanti where they go in, then do their very best, but there's the very small percentage chance that you might get infected, an infection. But that's low on the risk level.
Yes, okay. Once you they go through all this, you be still they get monthly period or period when they come and stop. How that when they happen for you?
I mean, still they get monthly periods, but when you get to a place where if they begin introduce hormones that might affect the cycle itself, then they try the best for make them not disturb your cycle. But again, nobody not know until
Yeah.
you go through the process how your body get for react, right? So I mean they get a delay here, a delay there, and at that make then say you for actually they track your period. And to be honest, even as medical professional, not a something way I've been very diligent at for make I begin track my period because for me it was regular. Kind of get an idea. So I've been literally get for learn for track my period and realize, oh yeah, now from when we start this, it on the delay
Okay.
or it come a little too early because then don't irritates the uterus.
Okay. And then 10 day where it a delay, and they assume saying at 10 day way, well, it give false hope, right? That's
Oh
when they happen
yes.
to you. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Because the body funny is we
Everybody
can't
funny,
explain
especially the woman body.
everything,
I know.
but it can begin. So for me, some people during their normal regular periods might get nauseated. They might get nausea. Most women go feel bloated, but some people, thank God, I was blessed in that area. I don't really be the girl a lot of PMS. I don't be the girl anything any maybe slight cramps and so on. So I think now that after that I begin get all antinally.
Okay. So let us come back to after the after 4 5 appointments them. You just take an hour and well for the camera they ask back. It says so what was the problem between the women and the men? Hence they already have the first kids and they're looking for a second one becomes a problem for the couple.
I think it try for us after you don't get the first one why there should be a problem um and getting another one.
Another one, yeah.
So many reasons. Maybe between that first one and the second one, and then when they're ready for try, diets change, weights change, um, hormones change. So really a lot of reasons. If damage been there, womb wise, that's also another thing. So many reasons really.
Age can play a factor too, right? On the
Age can
woman inside.
definitely play
Yeah.
a factor, especially for the women, as
Yeah.
we know.
And one thing where you've been talk also, we likely also on a fibroids at that
Hmm.
point. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also.
Because the hormones, the pregnancy hormone, they feed off of it. So you might not get that much of an issue with fibroids before. Maybe they're so tiny, but now after the hormones that don't feed, it's now significant.
Yeah. So Mr. Fode, I hope say that answer your question. So back to you, Lucia. So take we now from after 4 5 appointments, waiting up in the next step, how wanna pass. So take up to now. You take them and go.
We go through different procedures, and then the simple thing is we get to a so it take we about a year where we do this, and then we decide, which was well kind of recent, and decide say make we just pause, because for I mean they get too time consuming pretty much. That for we now been the main reason that. pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah.
And expensive, I'm sure.
Oh yes, yes. The expenses, I think for Canada less, but still expensive
Yeah.
because a
And
lot of them are not covered.
yeah. And luckily for you, you get a very good support system. Of course, your husband, your parents, and I should say Kofi and Sefion people them. And what about friends? Socially, friends with them picking them, when you're there around them picking them, how that when they affect you or not affect you? How would that work?
Actually, normally affect me, and I get good sober party them
Good.
where they can check in from time to time. They'll say, "Hey, Lucia, how you dey do? How all thing? Now okay, okay, all right." And because I think for me, nothing not to stop me. So when I can always there around the picking them, I can always want for do something with the picking them, and when then don't tire, they can gladly they somebody want to take the picking off their hand. So so thank God, I get that support there. And again, this is now one of the reasons that we make I write the book. I think in as much as some of the things that we go through or how we they now, it's almost an anomaly. It's not I would not want to say it's not that common, but at the same time, you get a large percentage of people and we not always as it seems or as they say. They might get people that will always, instead of being more supportive, they come to a place where they make them feel bad, feel ashamed or maybe something wrong. Or
Yeah.
maybe they go, if you mistake correct one picking, they go, tell
Yeah.
you yeah, and
Yeah.
then thing and they or obviously if you get the spouse or the family where they bug you. I don't know the statistics for salon. I'm sure as Africans is there, but I also know that other African countries it's a very big thing where
It is.
it's a very big thing where if you not don't produce in so and such a time, you're not giving me picking it,
It becomes a thing.
it becomes a thing and
Yeah.
very consuming.
Especially in our African culture, we African waiting safe. In your book, you put a link where I click on the link and I watch the short video where they interview
Oh,
some
thank
ladies
you.
them in Nigeria. Yeah. Oh, I did it. When they talk about infertility. I tell you, I wish there's a change, something the way I can do, or something the way we all can do for change that narrative. They how then they look this thing at Africa. Education are one, we know that. Education are one. Even inside yourself, plenty people them.
Yeah, yeah, it's not just Africa.
Yeah, as soon as you say infertility in a one-sided thing, no more than they think, but now no more the Canada aid. Education go be one thing where we get for do more for educate people them, woman as well as man them.
We sure do, and I think that I did do this. uh, all my own party they know, me family they know, private you hardly know what Lucia they do. I just dey go about my own business, but I think that's something we're very important for talk about. So I do me own. Sometimes we can want to do so many things, but in my own small way, just from this book, I don't go. I know they limit myself. I they go different side and just for promote the book.
Okay.
This one was a bit nerve wracking because I see that the first time that and they come, my family all the watch. So my salon people they watch.
And I'm
But
not gonna lie to you. Uh, sorry, when I dey prep, I dey read this book, I dey get me questioning together for ask you. That's why the phrase say, hey, yeah, I no ask am something where I don't know. I dey afraid for ask questions we go make I know I offend you. I know I offend anybody out there. Say now quick people that don't get offended. I know I offend nobody out there. I know I touch a nerve. But then when you send me that thing, say ask me anything, and I say, oh good, I'm going for it. And I'm glad you
Yeah.
so open. I'm glad you so open because we did learn. Me don't learn plenty. Just from talking to you and from reading the book, I don't learn plenty.
I think
Go ahead.
if I may say, since we did talk about this, thank God for my parents them. I think we generally as Creoles, we know the angry dirty girls outside, if that's so they can say, right? So there's some things they they talk, and I get and if you think about it, there's some wisdom in some of what in they say, right? But I think sometimes you get to that place where why we not to do that or why we not for do that, which are the main reason why enough for do that, and then we all get into the same habits. But thank God, and I just my whole point is for make people and feel comfortable. I know at this point of my life they're out there, so and I not be seen. I not be ever be seen, but now I really not be seen. Because I not get anything for hide again. But it's not just I keep saying this every time I go any side for talk about the book. Yes, a day in the book. You they read me own story in the book, but it's way more than just about me and my husband, because so we feel like saying that you want they go through that kind of problem with it, but you'll be surprised.
There's a whole lot more.
Yes, so thank you very
One,
much for what you ask me.
one thing, all you're welcome. One thing also where this book talk about from the beginning to the end, na faith. Whether you're not Christian or Muslim, you forget faith. You I mean, and faith, we almost say faith in a substance of things hoped for,
And the
evidence of
evidence
things
of
not
things
seen.
not seen.
If you not get faith, you not stand for nothing, you can fall for anything. You
Pretty
not get
much.
faith, then you not get nothing.
Pretty much.
You not get nothing. One question more I get for you. If anybody, so when picking born and can get when they christen and can get God mommy, God daddy, you not God mommy for, or you and your husband are God mommy and God daddy for any picking them.
Oh yes, quite a few of them actually.
Oh, that's
the
wonderful.
me recent birthday, me that even think say that's quite funny for say, hey, me since you don't big now, oh, then the girl them God picking there.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's good. So,
It's
okay.
something I take very seriously actually. So I can always like that when they ask you, I don't ever say no, but it's something where I really take serious.
Okay. That's good. Miss Essie don't talk back. He say, I know your dad. A
Uh-oh.
school friend of my
Uh-oh.
brother, Dr.
That was why this was nerve-wracking.
Then somebody else say Felix Rhodes, POW legend. So you probably not the legend.
Oh dear.
You see, you probably actually say why is he there in sports? Doreen Jones say kudos to you, Lucia, for taking this bold step and allowing the world into your personal life. And
Thank
I
you,
agree
Auntie
with
Doreen.
that. I agree with that. Miss Doreen, how are you? And is it gone are those days when infertility was considered to be a taboo in our society? Not a gone are those days, or some people and still think to say na a taboo. When individuals could hardly talk about it, people and they were still not want for talk about them. I make when I see say he write this book, I say let we come na the show and do something. Thanks so much, Miss Williams and Morenike, for education, for educating us. Thank you, Mr. Fode Kamara. Katovia say, I'm a mother-in-law waiting on my oldest son for grandchild, and I do understand the struggle. So it's a topic I try to stay away from unless I'm invited to. And then, Miss Katovia, God Day. God Day, let them try, you never know. Anything they we don't talk, the steps them for take. Now steps away if you son or daughter-in-law, then take them. Who knows? You never know. So wanna just not give up. So, Miss Lucia, take we up to the present. Waiting at the status. What's going on now with you, your husband? How things day for Una now?
We're standing in faith.
Amen.
So we still there on a pause. And as I said, we're standing in faith actually. Even when they go through the procedures, when you think about it, it also come back to faith because you could go and try. People have tried and undo 6, 7 IVF procedures and nothing not happen, right? So we decide because as I say, become a bit too time consuming, emotionally consuming. So we pause and then say, as we pause, we do all we can naturally, and then we just left and to God because we on time and God in time different. Oh,
A different.
completely different. We can feel say God did not know the time, and we always they remind us say, hello, the clock is ticking after all I but after all I not plan your life. So we they trust God.
Amen. And I'm glad you say that. People away they go Texas for the global reunion, September 1, 2, and 3. Miss Lucia go there with him book them. Would I want buy the book we want for make is sign them. And they do signing over there, it can autograph and for una one we want buy the book and gift them to somebody else una can do them. Una we want buy and for una self no more for just read. It then Amazon, una go na una can get them now on a Kindle. For the camera say, can you please send the link to us and let us know when you are going? Sure. Now, Creole Descendants Union every year then get what we call Global Family Reunion. This year it happen alternate Labor Day weekend it happen, and it happen in Dallas, Texas this year, September 1, 2, and 3. So we go there. Miss Lucia go there when they go get for sign the book them. September 1, 2, and 3. Now the Global Family Reunion at Texas. Where they can play the commercial, you go see them. You can get all the information na the commercial where they come on just now. Miss Lucia,
Yes, ma'am.
one thing where I not been do if I be know I'm before invite Kofi Sef for come. But for family them we no know. I forget to mention this. Miss Lucia won at the CISO, na part of we production team. Una ki work in the top of the production team, they work at the background. Miss Lucia na one of the people them within the Yard Road production team. Mr. Kofi Williams self na the same thing. Himself na a member of the Yard Road production team. And they work na the background. Plenty work there. Not of just kind of more talk na on a CV na YouTube or Facebook. Not so that no more. Plenty work then they do na the background and then they do them. So next time when I will get for see Mr. Kofi Williams, we don't kind of the show before. Now one other thing where we interview and for. Miss Lucia. Anything they again where you want for make famble they know, anything they where you want send to them. Last word before we go. Now this time they look at he say that's what time long. I know, right?
Well, when you're having fun,
I know.
let's not make the money run away.
I make them run away.
I'll say 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, maybe make it 4. The first one, I just want to say thank you very much that you actually reach out and ask me for do this. And thank you to actually Mr. Theophilus Morrison. I been there while I launched the book. Now helped me, which was last year, 2022 May. So I just want to thank you. So the book itself, in as much as the title says "Our Miracle Baby," the subtitle it says "Dare to Believe." And the book is in 3 parts. It talk about the infertility, the process I've gone through, the process others go through, and waiting it feel like to them or to me. So out of experience as well. Then the second part to talk about how you they feel and emotions where you they go through. And this not for anybody. So not just for anything for do with baby or where they wait for picking them. It's for anything. Nobody on this face of the earth, no matter what you get, materialistically or not, something there where you want, where you didn't wait for and you're not able to get them. And so sometimes, or in just general, some things are going through, either go through some turmoil, or go through a storm. The second part they address that is about making sure, I say, I know they push me, and thank God, me husband, we're not doing that business of putting things under the rug. I think it's time we all get for, say, you know me say you get for, they go and talk about things all over the place, but within yourself, make sure you do the best that you can be the better version of you every time. So that second part, they talk about addressing your emotions. And honestly, me not to that person the way I dey wear me emotions on, I guess, I dey try for translate that into Creole, on my sleeve.
Yeah.
So the fact that I write about this, I think that's why I'm really passionate about it, is you have to deal with certain things so that you can be a better person to society, period,
Yeah.
and to your family, and so on and so forth. And then the last part, which I'm very passionate about as well, because it's me. There's nothing I hide about it. Is we are believers. I come from a Christian family. Um, I don't say, we do all things, Christian like, but one of the things that we get is was a strong foundation. I mean, mama is a champion of faith, so I think because of that, and also Miss SF, at some point in your life, everybody at some point in your life, they get to a place where you question your faith, whether this God, yeah, na real God, or who side is God in common, who's one for serve. There's so
Why
many, the
make it a
number
left? Why make it a left me bien?
why making it left me behind. And this last part of the book, basically, they encourage all man, no matter which you go through, but especially the couples that way they go through infertility, for encourage them, say, no give up, no matter what you don't do, no matter the procedures the way you don't do, or even when you do go through the procedures, have hope, that everything will work out for good, because God will work it out for good. In word, not in fail. I
At all.
think if you get me and my family get to that place where we know that we know in word not in fail, and in word not in change. Now we can they shift from year to year,
Yep.
and then waiting no work, you say, God not been done for me, point not a change. So that's the main things where I just want to make for left with all man. And at the end of the day, um and not mean say, okay, you get for begin go ask people and boku question now. The person left and make answer what you want for answer, but at the same time, don't be a stranger and say, oh, you don't know it's that person that they go through,
That's right.
right? And just
Right.
a simple question is, how are you? How you doing? I don't see how anybody for be offended by that. That's all you need for us. For us, if we want to tell you something, he go tell you. But sometimes that helps someone. And I don't miss SF, man or lie. It's a thing where I not been there. I go tell person. I go, what should they ask the person? That's
Yeah.
how the book actually started. Is a woman at church, when a non-Sierra Leonean, don't they for years now, more than us, not get picking them. And then I can hear that Sunday, then they look sad, Sunday, then they jovial. One day, I just want for go encourage them, just want for go get a hug. I know I go ask her, hey, something that other day they feel bad. Then me they go add by
At-
stress. I didn't know how, so I talked to God, and he decided, more write the book. Well, at first that wasn't what I wanted to do, because I don't be like for right. But the book not right. So just encourage somebody. That's all I can say. And make sure say you go get you health
That's
check up.
right. That's right.
It's so simple. So many things that they can be fixed where you sit down there, they pray, fire, Papa God, Papa God do it for me, Papa God do it for me. When you just start give you the solution.
So, Miss Lucia, hold that thought today where they can take a quick commercial break. Famble them on not going nowhere where they can write back. We just want to take a quick commercial break where they can write back. Me there, Miss Lucia there. We know the
Anytime we see you, where you go, you come. I must tell you, Cabo.
It don't come back, oh, it don't come back. Me family them. The Creole Descendant Children Global don't come back to the annual family reunion, Ladida and Get. And because COVID been tapping for go Canada, the family don't tell us this time, waiting for them put together, nothing no go put asunder. So, Creole Global don't tell us this time it will be inside Dallas, Texas. Labor Day weekend from September 1 to September 3.
Friday, September 1. Now meet and greet. All this will start 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. All the chapters from different states in the United States of America, UK and I, Sierra Leone, and Canada. They are road safe for this.
And when we wake that Saturday morning, sharp 9 o'clock, we all they go to the Embassy Suite Hotel for the symposium and town hall meeting. 9 o'clock Saturday morning. And I did the bookman and they go talk about things we for carry the Creole culture before. That same afternoon day, we get Awujo and lunch on sale. All them good Creole eat. As for the yam yam, they all go there. And soon I know we, Creole man and the hunting business, live Creole culture performance, Gumbe go there. As for the net, now Embassy Suite Hotel, now they will all they go meet back from 7 o'clock Saturday morning. Then they na the dinner and dance. They will don't eat well full with the dance Saturday morning.
Tickets for the dinner, they say regular na $100, bronze na $200, gold na $300. And you want to make a bar, you go pay $500 for the platinum. Forget the ticket, so we go put the name of the people now where they can use it. We go able help you forget your ticket safe, ready for make yourself go better that even same day. After we don't enjoy ourselves Saturday, Sunday, we go together for Tell God Thank You. The Muslim prayer go take place at the Embassy Suite from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. In Otapio, the Christian themselves go together for Tell God Thank You for what you don't do for them all this year. And this will take place now the Frisco First United Methodist Church.
After the church, we will get picnic and tata. Inside there, we go get Bono, we don't go get the banana, we go get our back next year. Before we scatter, Oti, Yaya, music, go there for make we lose body before we hold road.
So now for book you hotel 110, and for do that, now Embassy Suites by Hilton, Dallas Frisco Hotel, 7600 John Q. Hammond Drive, Frisco, Texas, 75034. And you will travel by plane, then say, then get motorcar, we will take you from the airport to the hotel for $40. But if you want them for carry you go now all the events then say you done the weekend now $80. So me family them Labor Day weekend when September 1 to September 3 we inside Dallas, Texas. As KU Texas, the host the KU Global Family Reunion. Nothing will be because all the chapter them all over the world go day for giant together under the Creole culture.
You kokoroso, are you manage to tell you kokoroso? You kokoroso, are you manage to tell you kokoroso? It's a patina to
Family, this is the second term wey dem dey gather for celebrate and tell God thank you as Creole people dem na Edmonton, Alberta, na Canada. The Creole Descendants Union of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada chapter dey come with their second anniversary weekend wey dey start July 28 wey na Friday to July 30 wey na Sunday 2023.
Because the KD Edmonton, now people that want to joke with God, they don't make this weekend done, they not tell God thank you. So then get the interfaith services. The first one will be Friday, where they all go together. Now the Al Rashid Mosque, that na the Akukro Muslim prayer. 1 o'clock p.m. The address now 13070 113 Street, TSE 588.
Ibrahim Khan.
Saturday na the time wey dem go gather for enjoy themselves, dance and eat dem Creole eat dem wey go make dem member inside dem comot. That na the 29. Dem get dinner and dance wey go take place na the Sierra Leone Community Multipurpose Center. The address na 17218 107 Avenue. The time na 7 p.m. The ticket na $30.
Then Sunday, then go get a back for go tell God thank you. The Christian way. And the Thanksgiving service go take place now the Trinity Christian Reformed Church of Edmonton. The address now 13427 57 Street, Northwest. That go happen 3 o'clock. Not forget to now so they want for tell God thank you.
So not forget, now the KDU Edmonton Alberta chapter Creole Descendants Union, they come with the celebration weekend with the 2 interfaith service Friday and Sunday. And Saturday, then go get the dinner and dance now the Sierra Leone Community Multipurpose Center. The address now 17218 107 Avenue and then at 7 o'clock. The ticket then at $30. There's a bit more. So you ready yourself for make you go birthday and enjoy with them as then they enjoy the weekend. And not forget for join them for pray the Christian and Muslim way. Now the order too.
Fumble them. We don't come back. Fumble them this na Morenike. We don't come back. And so today you had road show. Okay. We don't come back to today you had road show. And Miss Lucia Bindongi in last word. And one thing work for Teluna inside Miss Lucia in book. One thing where I like there, where the thing where I write, where one quote where you put today. You say, I don't know some snow. But now something where you talk about people the way I don't know some. Okay, you say being desperate can lead one to making dangerous decisions. Miss Lucia, you remember that?
Yes, very
Inside
much
book.
so.
Exactly. So fumble them. I know they make it tell una what you mean by that too. If una want know what you mean by that, where you say being desperate can lead one to making dangerous decisions, una buy the book. Una read them, it's inside the book. Una see all the information for the book, Our Miracle Baby, Dare to Believe. It's in Amazon. Una can get them for $8.79 if una, una Prime member. The Kindle one, the Kindle edition. Then the paperback na $19.99. It's in Amazon. Una buy them. Una go see what you mean by that. If you're not possible to get faith, when you read this book, you go get faith. Miss Lucia, hang with we. I tell you thank you, but hang with we. We get your neighbor them. Okay. Then don't come, then they can't tell we but them program where they happen in 2 weeks. KDU Edmonton, I want to bring them come inside the show. But Miss Lucia, I thank you very much. I thank you so much for where
Thank you.
today.
Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, I must say Barnes and Nobles for America. You can get them from Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and Nobles, well, there you go. Fambule Munayerio, it Barnes and Nobles as well.
Or if you get questions, just go on me. I mean, not to the best salesperson. Go on my Instagram page. Just send the questions, and you find out more there.
Wonderful. I will put the link on myself your Facebook page as well. Okay. So we KDU Edmonton fumble them. I believe say una don't come una day right here, Mr. Daniel Oldfield. How are you, sir?
The chairman there, no, it's a do to I glad it for my sister. Some of who demand some tenant, they not to the woman, they not working up, but who demand themselves they get problem, but they can't hide that. That's not the woman, they know more bad. But tell God, with sister Lucia, don't broke the eyes, don't begin to tell. So not to the woman, no more about. So until we demand themselves, especially the closer.
Exactly. Mr. Oldfield, tell Fumble them which chapter you there.
Well, we there KDU Alberta chapter Edmonton, yeah, na Canada. We
that's how I say.
Yes,
yeah.
Edmonton Alberta chapter. Yes, Edmonton Alberta chapter. And we there we not the young baby them. And another I think say me vice president Mrs. Williams.
Hello. Family in Ado.
So, Miss Jenny, how you doing?
No bad. Okay, how you do?
Well, thank you.
The Kisela give you man the wood for the vice president. Mina the Atoku. Na mina the talk. Mina journalist and broadcaster. Who they talk? If Mrs. Williams said they want to get the opportunity, let open the good before inside.
Miss Jenny, how you doing, ma?
Genevieve did
no bad. Yes, yes, Mr. Oldfield.
I welcome you to this show today. And Miss Jenny, you hear me? Miss Jenny, I think you don't mistake drop off. Mr. Oldfield, you did it? Anyway, I think they don't mistake drop off. But if they're able to join we back, make a tell on wait to make we bring them come. Then they na the KDU Edmonton chapter where then a Canada. Then the newest member then we don't join KDU Global. I think they done there for 2 years now. This month done, then they get on a city commercial we don't play. Then they get to the Thanksgiving anniversary. Then get I think the Friday then self get meet and greet. I'm not sure about that, but I know say the Saturday then get dinner and dance. Mr. Oldfield they join we now. Then the Sunday then get Muslim service. Okay. I don't come.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know it's happening.
Miss Jenny, the Friday, wanna get any business the Friday?
Yes, we get the Aku prayer, the Muslim prayer. When are the 28th?
Jenny had to talk to right now.
Okay.
So Jenny, tell me, Friday wanna get the Muslim Thanksgiving, right?
Yes, we get the Muslim. Yes, we get the Muslim Thanksgiving.
Almost o'clock Friday.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, okay.
Yeah.
Then
at the Al Rashid Mall in Mox.
Okay. So that means to say on members they wanna get Christian and Muslim members.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We tell God thank you for that. So people let's say me they fly come America Cantona day. Let's say I go the Muslim yona. After it done 1 o'clock. Anything again there for me for do that Friday evening 10 day. What wanna get for
Well, actually, the Friday we go just kind of like a welcoming after the Muslim prayer. Maybe we go just sit down, we introduce ourselves. Understand? Yeah. Get a small get together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if me they come there, I not plan anything again for the Friday. I go there with Tuna after the Muslim prayer. I can hang out with Tuna for Lily, Cham, get together.
Yes, definitely.
Then
we don't want to make it too much big, but yes, definitely.
Okay. So the Saturday, waiting family then for expect.
Saturday get for be the dinner and dance. Wonderful. I don't know if you know, but the last year, it was so powerful. I just say, in ourselves all the calling. So this one, with the green and more.
I see picture them. I hear but some cannot be able to come. So now make they ask now all the different things they wanna get, waiting people and for expect. So Saturday, during the day, Saturday, nothing or they go on.
No, nothing, no.
Okay, but then for come the dinner and dance. Almost
yes.
for them for the dinner and dance.
The ticket na $30.
$30, okay, and people can buy tickets na gate or then get for go online for buy.
Yeah, they can buy tickets na gate. Yeah, available na gate.
Okay, then the food when they buy food or na drink, then they buy how that.
No. Well, actually, the ticket na $30. Then the food na free. Then you go for buy drinks.
Or now they take card where they go for buy drinks or na cash people and for
cash. Na cash. Mostly go be cash.
Okay, so let anybody they come, let them come with them cash. Let them know say they are making express go walk.
No. And we will need Canadian cash for that matter.
Canadian cash.
Yes, dollars. Yes.
Sure. Okay, then at the Saturday, I wanna make people in dress. Tip top, Africana, what's acceptable?
Well, we don't want to give people there, but whatever comfortable for people then.
As long as
you understand.
Right?
No. You get for be elegant. So if you want for where you print, you can wear you print. Okay. If you want for the day in your dinner clothes, so it's all depend on you.
Okay.
But we actually go there and we own attire, we nice prints or some nice Africana.
Then how long? Almost o'clock Saturday.
Saturday now, dinner 6 o'clock.
6 to 18. So 6 to
6 weary hours. You know how Sierra Leoneans think you do things. But actually not gonna be 6 to 6 because we go get for at least sleep small. So that so 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 to 3. All right.
Yeah.
Then when they come out, when they fly candy, who's the airport then for fly cam?
Oh, now the Edmonton International.
Okay, now so the airport. Family, Edmonton International. Then the way they book them tickets last minute. Now they wanna the fly go through. Wanna get hotel for people and for lodge.
Oh yes, we get Boku hotel them, but most important, we make arrangements for the people there where we know. So most people there we would already get fair accommodation for them. Okay. So yes,
for somebody where they listen now, then decide for come the business. We don't know say na Edmonton International and they fly go. How they go do no hotel for book? How
well actually if the person can just able for contact maybe me or Mr. Ivan Jackson, then we can able for just link them because we not go and let them say so go not even make self them go na hotel. It all depends. Unless if you want go na hotel or to go make accommodation for that.
And waiting at that contact number or email day. You say make them contact owner if anybody want nobody hotel or whatever for contact owner.
Okay. Yeah, you can contact me on 780-716-6248 or Mr. Ivan Jackson, the president. I need for any number, not get her offered. Mr. Olfili, help me with the number.
So far, I get 780-716-6248, right?
Yes, please.
For people that want come and they can contact you as far as the hotel information. Okay, the other number I'm going to get on later. So that's not Saturday. So now Sunday at the count of Mr. Oldfield. Mr. Oldfield, tell me what you for expect Sunday.
No, me not to the Sunday no more. Me, say we journalists, we be zabodi, we them pay we for lie in Congo, sir. So I'll go bien. Let's tell you more, Anike. Generally, when people say Creole, they not even know say we get Muslim they will not Creole. They mean to say Creole, not just Creole, they go church. Let people know say we not kidding we get the Aku Creole then. They want the Phobe, like me go Bishop Johnson school, you get Phobe, you get Fullerton, you get Aberdeen. Now then one of those they call the Aku Creole. I go to school with Boku Aku Creole then. Boku, and then so that is we believe say any how they God for the day. So we generally na Edmonton and the SLAA, then we first say KDU, we dey go first at the master C. Now do we go pull off back. You like you shoes na gold shoes, you pull and put on a corner, you wrap on a plastic. Because you know it happen a free turn now. Where you go put your shoes, sometimes man will go take in the off back, you go put it near you, you find don't take your own shoes go. Me don't be to do. I go cover na master C. I know call the master C name na tongue. SLBS send me with me cameraman, then if me shoes, then if the cameraman shoes pass, we then go off back. So wow. But yeah, we no need for do that. Somebody no need what thief shoes now. We dey go na Al Rashid Mosque. We na Al Rashid Mosque na 1307 113 Street. Now the imam and the tech they go pray for we bless we. That I do the open up. That's why the day Auntie Jenny with VP no even no say some of who they do it and you know how can do more indicate. People don't just come on and master sit and go see them more. Some of who then how they do with small quick. We know with small quick. We yes. Keep them back pocket. We look at them kotoku. We pull small thing they say stranger than car. We shake hand, we shake body. Then I don't go they warm up now for me talk this Saturday. Go they gonna
yes exactly.
And same way Auntie Jenny now we talk. We now SLA we don't go we own hall. When are the SLA multi? We got we own.
Oh yeah, forget that side.
I don't make I go book me tickets for Candy right.
Not to be tell they go rental and say 2 o'clock come and they want. Me we make we grand picking but increasing. We make until 5 o'clock when we did Quran. Now they don't make one more plan. We call it begin back the morning. So no girl. We don't know you want kaya. Now you na the place.
I know. Yes, exactly.
Now they call it store begin back. We don't know be no now. Now who don't wash with it don't begin live again. So now so go up on the Saturday. Now the multi-purpose hall. We na 17218 107 up. That's now after the prayer. Who don't come. And you know it's be happen. Last year, Monica, we've been taught people and stuff. They not be no say we now with the last speaking, but you know say last speaking in Kinshanga. So that is the last thing which be happen. That komojade. Now being the KDU Southern Ontario president winner, Mr. Paps Gannon. In come,
yes,
Mr. Adesina come. Then this woman, Mama. Doi Mama. Then they can't come on Jade.
I see the video.
Now they can't pull winner do. Then they pull winner do. Okay, we gonna treat yourself for good church, yourself for good master, yourself for good school, yourself for
yes.
Then do one the right.
It was lovely.
Then they have been just a teaser. Then have been just a teaser. Then they would they banter anything they happen. So they don't want to talk now. So they go boy go come on. Ogulugu go come on. So even some the other thing go come on and want talk now. And Auntie Jenny,
Mr. Olfin, I not cut you word. Well, this trip, you know that we get the global chair. Dr. Digwan, Mr. go there.
You know, see the global chair.
Mr. go there. Yes.
In time they done. So it's saying in last week, they can do the last Bobby. And
we they cancel.
Then they suck the biggest. So and the president self they come. They would not far place for some place and they not when they go the plane they can't take go inside the Oswobong. The plane where's the plane come on America inside the room. I did go like and I would go the plane chuck you faster come on. So you take a booker. Call the president Ivan. Call Jenny the vice president. Call Daniel Wolf yourself na 780-807-7970. Namina they are talking now. 780-807-7170. Now who then are the executive? That in the if you want book plane this time like me so I know see them even don't let me go. So now I can accommodate but I know talk about there accommodate there.
No, not
you can give me ticket. Like you say, well, no, my sister, you can cancel, you can there, mama. What are they among? Then the DJ then look at and learn to John tell the kaya I am with it. And to Johnny tell those kaya I am get this.
We get all kind. But I want to go first with the presidency number when at 780-554-4366.
Yes.
Yes. So yes.
Then Ivan Jackson.
Yes.
The preso,
Yes.
one old preso Evan Jackson.
Yeah. Then
Yes.
for the Ayamion, we get all team with soup, fufu and bitters, beans, everything where you can think about a day.
Right. Okay, I believe
A
in
day.
that.
Then thing away don't say where you don't eat. You just come, you go meet Anaya.
All the day. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So
We ready?
last year, I didn't pull on an ado. Like you can pull picking ado. So
Yes.
it's safe for say this year now on the creep, right?
Oh yes.
And I don't begin all tin up, you know, you don't
We don't begin waka. We don't begin waka.
right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So next year, on the begin on.
Oh yes, definitely.
Next
Mm-hmm.
year, next year at the candy, I want to see the one at the run. At the candy next year.
Correct.
But for the one the way they come this year, already, always you talk so. Well, on a talk so on a don't wet we appetite. So people them dinner we want for council, especially the one they no want to go Alberta. So they can't do now this year. So now I want to tell me what to wanna get for we this Sunday. Saturday,
well, the Sunday as you put
we don't go dance. So how we don't go for sleep Sunday morning?
Now make sure we make a who don't take some of food they fast. You know, say me are they under medication. Jenny they only say why go don't get me get. Are they under medication? So I get for rest medication they take me body go. So I make sure at 3 o'clock na the church now. Trinity Christian from church. Trinity Christian Church. That's in the way you don't go. You don't take. You really enjoy it for that is stomach sake. You don't take really kalzana. You really enjoy it. We don't take her. There you go. If na pop stuff you drink, the pop don't come on a system. So what they drink then team the pop, you know that kakum. So and the Trinity Christian from church then are 132, 57 and 132, 27, 57th Street na Northwest. Now my own church down there. Now they would go tell God thank you. Would go tell Papa God thank you. Now they don't come on the master see. The imam don't pray. The sheikh don't pray. They'll go now on the Christian side. Now they come on now. God go tell Papa God thank you as usual. We give we lego the some of we and we demand them with the way with black suit. We go with 3 piece. We go with we get
bow tie.
Can't look where
necktie.
With bow tie. Some of food and necktie. Can't look where body they line up. Then you get the woman them. And Jenny, the way you see girl picking there, where girl picking it, they start the for sure. Hey, let me tell you.
Yes, that blueprint. Yes, very nice.
You can get the that you know they would be. Me go buy for you. I get you measurement already. I saw you measurement that. Wait. So
Morena for all are responsible. Oh, it don't promise you.
You don't talk about Orlando Yankee.
But let the woman just see my phone on phone. She said they take a measurement one day. I saw for under Senna. You know, they come after we come out that church day now. Now they go tell bye bye. And you know how we can do them. We go tell bye bye, we tell goodbye, and we they say we don't know. They go no, they sit down. We know they say goodbye. We they sit down. Dr. Duga will go for making you small say mama,
yes.
We they go so now. You go with her. So we go make sure say we go back now. Make we go to now. They go say wow. A guy from Mufkan Canada said, that's what they tell me. Say Daniel, look at one Mufkan Canada. Say yes, ma, you open. We ready for receiver.
I'm not able on a snow.
Oda, you know, where the snow car go sell and go back there, go take away. Because they get a -50 now, but that makes you get addicted.
And also, Dr. Duga no more they come because we.
Yeah.
Not so Dr. Duga no more they come because we they expect we.
Yes, talk Jenny.
I say not so Dr. Duga no more they come because we get we him brother them President Steph where they come perhaps canon. Yes, and I know he said to you he said for there. So we get boku. Alejo the we get for there.
Yeah, the world get for day for cover I'm live.
Yes, so yes, there is a lot. Oh wow, we have a lot.
Nothing will be. And as I say, we go we all. Then I think yesterday night, President Biden called. He said one can see how the donor sepa who ready for it. So he say no show you. Even the president, even the prime minister. when I call saying anyone come, but in the look how they go. So I say, Power, welcome you. Not a picking in the airport.
I believe.
We not the last picking about who they do. So we not the last picking about we'll show something.
Amen.
You know?
Amen.
Would they kill monkey? Would they kill monkey with Shobabu?
Shobabu.
So they invite everybody way before make them. Everybody way before make them.
Not just $30 no more.
We are
$30 no more. $30 no more. You will Sokoto your koto. You will do.
People Sokoto. Whose airport again? When I say for flycam,
Edmonton International Airport. They call out Edmonton International Airport. But they don't call Ivan Jackson.
YEG for short now, so they can just put them.
YEG.
Yeah.
Capital Y, capital E, capital G. YEG. That's what I say. YEG. Yeah.
Handle them. Before you plan for go on a yegi that the airport go through na YEG. Then the hotel, if you call their number, then they want me don't call earlier, then go assist you now as fast.
Let them call the president, Ivan Jackson, call the VP when I'm Mrs. Williams, or they can send message to Mr. Amigo pass out to the authorities. The arrangement, so we get big hearts now. We get big hearts. We powerful now. We get big hearts. We get good heart for people then. If you get place, yes.
Well,
yes,
Mr. Oldfield, Chairman, I tell you, thank you very much. Mr. Jenny, I tell you, thank you for wanna come to this show today and advertise and answer questions where people can get. And by God power, everything will go well. Continue for share this program. Encourage people and let them listen to the program. Like the program and people where they watch. If una get fumble them na Canada, they una no able go. Una send them fumble them, let them go. They can go get present to na the.
Exactly. Just $30. No more. You go get accommodation.
Just $30.
Yes.
Okay. Now Jenny and Mr. Oldfield, when all thing done, we want for ask una for come back na the show. I go invite una for come back na the show. Elect na 30 minutes for let we do a review of what's happening at the program, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I promise.
Definitely we'll do that.
I promise you, I would say, I do interview with until no so don't depend this business 45-year journalism and broadcasting. I go for interview Dr. Dugan. Dr. Dugan, I go pull on a what he say. Mr. Pops, President Pops Gannon. What he said, say no one then no place, they no one gonna know that side can pass here.
You know what? When I left Dr. Dugan, come back. How old una can keep her? Una can keep her there. Una no make it come to one to back. Say una can keep her there.
No. Morgan, not say that here too because where Dr. Dugan go come, we go can see this place and the kind treatment we go give. What you want to do in America?
If you want Dr. Dugan, they una get for come through me.
We're not deny.
All right.
But not forget I get for this. I didn't tell you so I would just do sports one time because I get for go MC. We it happened today now we community picnic. So I get for go MC. So I just do me sports one time if you get chance or if not you one coming.
We only get 2 minutes. I don't know if that's enough. We don't even go over the time.
I'll just talk more past salon
business. 2 minutes. All right, yes. Go ahead, sir.
Johnny, they no say pan sports. You had road sports. Let them no say salon. The World Cup 2026. They don't put salon. The African, the 50 almost countries within Africa. They don't put salon a group. And they play with Egypt, Burkina Faso. They play with Guinea-Bissau, Ethiopia, and Djibouti. The group na Egypt, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Salon, Ethiopia, and Djibouti. I don't know whether we will make a move. Then self on the woman side, Salon grab no more. Now let's say we can get problem for. Then pull on pandi. Then tell the woman football. Let them pull on pandi the Olympic Games in France. That I didn't say they can vex for. We not get for be fair to the woman. They spent millions on Leon Stars last year to this year. Leon Stars not going to bog it down. The way it's rich pandit now, they say money no day. Now then they will come back to this program for talk that. Now then send the men the fill out back. Then government people are be it SLF or government, we no care. Fine for letting the treat human. So we believe say women for be treated. The beginning they do well pass even Leon stars. They spend millions of dollars because on the big man and the lican, then the lican power then go camp down there. So now then Rangers don't win the Salon Premier League for the second time. They win the last year, then they win them back. They are Rangers. So now I go around the sports today. Next week when I come back, I will get for diversify. I get for swimming and pan golf, to pan swimming, pan cricket. So till we come back next week, I say tata and do ya una would listen. Salon the KDU Edmonton Alberta unakaya next week the next 2 weeks na 28 29 30 now the place from you buy tickets go buy them cost tickets nobody you go pay later kind of all in there.
All right.
You borrow or you chief self buy once you car.
Yeah. Until you get bail money for go bail.
I get I work. I wish you happy 68 in advance one thing.
Thank you very much. But then next year.
Oh, next year, not to this year.
Next year.
Oh, well, then I'm interested in this year. They can't next year. Lord,
no, next year. Yes.
That's not the thing. Get for camp. That's the plan.
As you say, I talk to you, I go buy ticket one thing for next year.
There you go. Amen. Mr. Jenny, thank you very much.
Thank you, Maureen. Thank you.
Yes, I wish you all the best for the business where they come in 2 weeks. And I hope for when I will come back when all things done.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Give me regards to everybody. When I pray for we let God let all things go fine. To God be the glory.
Amen.
Inshallah, Amina.
Amen. Fumble them. I tell you a big thank you for when I don't hang in there with we today. But all you always in Lucia tell we don't but the book. When I don't get the book information and also I forget them. Una no say Edmonton, the KDU na Edmonton, then business na this month done. That same weekend day, KDU Ohio, then self get and self own. That Friday, Saturday, and Sunday day, una see the commercial them when we don't play earlier. Then after that, they don't done with the rest because September 1, 2, and 3, KDU Global. Then they get the global family reunion where they happen at Texas, September 1, 2, and 3. We get the meet and greet, we get the symposium, we get the lunch on sale / Awujo. We get the Sunday, we get the Thanksgiving service, we get the Muslim service as well. Then we get the goodbye and tata when at the Sunday. And this is na Labor Day weekend. After that, they done September month done, September 30. Ronid and chapter when at KDU New England. Then self get dinner and dance the Saturday, then the Sunday, then get October 1, then get Thanksgiving service. The following weekend, when I Roland the own chapter, KDU Northeast, then self get dinner and dance the Saturday, then the Sunday, then self get Thanksgiving service. And not done there, with all the rest that November day, because December 1, 2, and 3, KDU Florida, then they turn 5 year. Then self get meet and greet the Friday, the Saturday, then self get dinner and dance, then the Sunday, then self get Thanksgiving service, then self get Muslim and Christian Thanksgiving service. So this year done. Till then day where we they do pretty much every month. Except I think November, 9 business no day. Then, una not forget to say the Yard Road show. Una can ask any questions we una want. We get email address we una can reach we yardroad2023@gmail.com. Una can find we na the KDU Global page, Facebook page. Una can go na Miss Efion Facebook page where they do advertisements if una want, where they do obituary if una want. If una get congratulatory messages, them, una get business where they come up, any organization, we can do jingle for una if una want. Una just reach out to we no more. I'm glad you wanna take time for enjoy with today. The man they're gonna away. Theo and Ronnie, then come, then don't run away, then don't go. They left 14 me and. But I'm glad you una no run away, una day with me. Until next week, we will see una back. I tell una big thank you and God bless una. Una get a wonderful weekend. Mina Morenike, I say tata.